whether it's to join a stream team or to participate in the harvest check-in system, to manage the woods on their land or put a rain barrel on their house, to respect the catch limits or put an easement on their farm. Citizens act when they are confident that they understand and that they know what to do. So tell them, here's what you can do. Step 1 of the 4-step method is to begin with behavior. And remember, what comes before why and how. First you tell them what they can do, then you tell them why and how they should do it. Here's a great example from the Maryland DNR. It's a flyer urging boaters to help stop zebra mussels from coming into Maryland. It comes right out and says what it wants you to do. Read on, and it tells you why and how. In contrast, here's a brochure about the rusty crayfish. It explains about the problem, but you have to read the whole thing before you know what you can do about it. It's perfectly appropriate for DNR staff to encourage some kinds of behavior, but it is not appropriate for you to encourage other behaviors. When in doubt, talk to your supervisor. But here are some general rules. It's appropriate for you to encourage residents to comply with state law and policy. And it's appropriate for you to encourage them to enjoy outdoor family activities of every kind. It's appropriate to encourage them to participate in DNR activities, or to pursue voluntary conservation activities in their daily life. It's always appropriate to encourage residents to take safety precautions. But do not urge them to vote for your preferred candidate or ballot measure. Do not try to involve residents in internal DNR matters and decisions. Do not urge residents to support or oppose any interest group. Do not promote any particular product or service brand. Market research tells us a lot about the behaviors that Maryland residents already pursue. The research company InfoUSA profiles Americans based largely on their credit card purchase histories. InfoUSA finds that the most common conservation-related behavior in Maryland is gardening, nearly 500,000 gardeners. That's far more than the 150,000 anglers that it's found. InfoUSA reports 130,000 boaters and sailors, less than 120,000 campers, well less than 100,000 hunters, and fewer than 50,000 avid birders based on their credit card purchase histories and other factors. Here are the takeaways for today's lesson. Most citizens are not confident that they know what to do after reading or hearing conservation background information. That's why step 1 of the 4-step method is to begin with behavior. Remember that what comes before why and how. Tell them what they can do, then tell them why and how they should do it. It's perfectly appropriate for you to encourage residents to pursue some kinds of behavior, but it is not appropriate for you to encourage other kinds. When in doubt, talk to your supervisor. Now that you've watched today's lesson, here are the next steps. First, take the quiz. It's required. Then, join the forum. It's optional, but we encourage it. Finally, review the extra materials that are available.